It's been almost 2 years since Warner Bros. Announced the upcoming reboot of classic early 90s animated series Tiny Toon Adventures, and it looks like we're finally about to get our very first look and potentially even our first trailer. But before we get into all the details, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd also love to hear your thoughts on the upcoming Tiny Toons reboot down in the comments below. With this year's San Diego Comic-Con just around the corner, Warner Bros. Discovery has announced their slate of panels that will be gracing the event, and this year there'll be a very special Cartoon Network panel dedicated to the Looney Tunes. With the Toons IP picking up a major steam these last couple of years with numerous series and movies, Warner's is now officially branding the franchise the Looney Tunes Looniverse, and have announced the panel will touch on various upcoming productions, including new Looney Tunes cartoons, Bugs Bunny builders, and also Tiny Toons Looniversity. Warner's has been pretty quiet about the Tiny Toon reboot since its announcement in October 2020, and so far, outside of a small piece of concept art revealed alongside the announcement press release, we haven't received any official first looks. With Nate Cash and Aaron Gibson, the co-executive producers of Tiny Toon Looniversity, making an appearance during the panel, it seems almost certain we'll be getting something. At the very least, I'm predicting some first look images, maybe a poster, and a release date which is still unknown. But best case scenario is that we walk away with our first full-blown trailer or clip from the series. It's worth noting that the first teaser for the Animaniacs reboot was revealed at New York City Comic-Con back in October 2020, with the series releasing only 1 month later. However, an official first look in the form of a teaser image had been given to us 2 months prior, in August 2020. So if Warner's decides to follow this same pattern, I think a teaser image is probably our most likely scenario here, with the series perhaps landing later in the year, if not early next year. Last year, it was announced that the Tiny Toon Adventures reboot will follow the characters' comedic ambitions all the way to Acme Looniversity, the esteemed institution of higher hijinks learning, where young dreamers become professional toons. Here they form long-lasting friendships with one another and perfect their cartoony craft, while studying under the greatest cartoon characters in history, the Looney Tunes. While Tom Ascheim, former president of Warner Bros. Global Kids, Young Adults and Classics, noted that the series will capture all the clever, subversive and smart humour that made Tiny Toon Adventures such a standout series. In other exciting news, Warner has also announced that there will be some bonus surprises at the panel, so it's quite possible we might even get our first looks at the in-production Coyote vs. Acme film, or the recently announced musical feature Bye Bye Bunny. I'm absolutely looking forward to seeing more from Tiny Toons Looniversity, which is set for HBO Max and Cartoon Network, and I know you are all too, so I'll make sure to keep you all up to date with all the news as it drops in. And at that, I'm throwing it over to you. I want to know, are you excited for Tiny Toons Looniversity, and what reveals are you hoping for at Comic-Con? Fire away with all your thoughts down below, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. While you're here, don't forget to check out my Animaniacs Evolution video linked on your screen. I'll have a Tiny Toons Evolution closer to the reboot.